Yes, you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've already started my makeup process. Sorry, bitch. I'm getting my hair done today. Okay. As you can see, half hair. I haven't finished taking that, and I have to eat. And I'm getting my hair done at 7 p.m. because my friend got all over, but she was supposed to do it Sunday, which was yesterday. And before Sunday, which was Friday, 2 days before, she said, and I literally said to her, I said, hey, I'll see you on Sunday. She was like, oh, Sunday? She was like, that reminder was on timing. And I said, well, why? She said, because I can't do a Sunday because she's a working girl. She has a second job. And apparently she has a case from 8 that ends at 9. I said, well, why didn't you tell me that? I said, you could have texted me, called me. She didn't give me a heads up. So now I look like the idiot here that if I would have drove my ass all the way to her apartment, wouldn't have known she was still at work. So now we're doing it today at 7 because she tried to play it off to do it Thursday after my birthday. And the braiding process and the reason why I'm getting my hair done is because it's for my birthday, which is tomorrow. I'm turning 31, bitch. And you want to wait till after my birthday to get my hair done? I said, no, honey, I have a day off Monday. Excuse me, something on my nose. I said, I have a day off Monday. Can we just do it Monday? She said the only time she can do it is 7 p.m. I said, bitch, fine, whatever. So now I'm in the makeup process of finishing my makeup. Because I also have to eat before I go. Because I'm going to come back very late and I don't think I'm going to have time to eat. I don't want to eat late. That's the problem. And I don't want to eat out too. I love to eat out, but I don't want to do that. Because I'm trying to save the birthday money. And I'm also going on a trip. If you didn't know, I was supposed to go to Nashville with my best friend, but she decided that she didn't want to pay half of her hotel ticket. Not even hotel ticket. She didn't want to pay half of her hotel because we were supposed to split it half and half. When we found a hotel for her, not for her, but when we found a hotel, it was $600. It was supposed to be in Nashville. We didn't know her transportation. We didn't know she was going to be driving, taking a plane. Because to me, when we were talking on Snapchat, she told me the plane. That's why she said we both got to take an airplane to Nashville. Later on, when I asked her, she said, I'll be driving because from Friendsville to Nashville is just a 3-hour drive. She lives in Friendsville. When I presented her the information of the hotel in Nashville for $600, I said, now we just got to choose. I said, now we just got to choose. If you like it, now we got to choose basically what we're going to be living in. Are we going to do a 2-bedroom or a 1-bedroom, 1-sofa bed? She said, I don't care. It's too expensive. Now, personally, if me and my sister are going out our way to look for hotels together so we can find something for us, me and her, don't say I don't care because my sister went out of her way and so did I to help. So that was rude. And I just was like, I don't want to go on this trip with her because she's being a bitch. I didn't see the problem with paying $600. It wasn't expensive to me. But I guess to her, since she stays at home and I don't know what job she works at or other job she works. My friend has like so many jobs I can't keep up with. I'm not trying to shade or be rude, but she gets a new job every month. Let's just say that. It's like she has too many jobs. I don't know which one she is currently working at because by next year she'll probably have a new one. To me, it was rude because my sister went out of her way to look for a hotel, and she was rude enough to say, I don't care. And that made me not want to go on this trip with her. Once she said, I don't care, I was like, yeah, I don't want to take a trip with you. Like, that turned me off because that was rude. But I decided, let's stick with the trip together. But then this is the part that pissed me off. It came time for us to pay for half of the hotel because we found a new one, by the way. We found a new one. And it was a Hampton Inn in Brentville for like $411. So we were going to split it $411 both ways. She loved it, but then turned around and I couldn't believe it and told me, hey, is there a hotel in Nashville for $100? I would like that better. And I said, I'm not fucking doing this with you. I told her, I said, bitch, we went back and forth with the hotel because the Nashville hotels are expensive. They're literally $600. And because you didn't like it, we chose something cheaper. Now you're not happy with this one? I said, bitch, I'm not coming to Nashville with you. I'm not going to no trip with you. If you're going to act like you're so bougie, when we try to accommodate it to your stupid ass, it was just stupid. It was dumb, stupid, pissed me off because we accommodated to her just to make it easier for her to pay for it. And we found a cheaper hotel that I didn't like. I hated the hotel, boys and girls. It was not my favorite. I'm going to keep it real with you. First of all, it's cheap, $411, and that's not the problem. Fine, I'll spend $411. But the problem that I had was the hotel. The view is the highway, because it's off the highway. The hotel's literally off the highway, and the parking lot. And that I didn't like. I didn't like it, but I had to take it because of her. And I didn't like it, but I expressed to my sister how much I hated it. I just didn't want to tell my friend because I didn't want to go back and forth looking for a hotel. We've been already back and forth. I didn't want to keep looking. So I expressed to my sister how much I hated it. Not my friend, because I was done looking for hotels. Because we have been back and forth looking for hotels, and I just had enough of looking. Okay, did my eyebrows. And so I was like, dang, I'm not going to do that back and forth, so we'll just take whatever, and I'll accept it. Didn't like it, but I'll take it. Long story short, she didn't want to pay for half of hers. She told me, if you need my money for the hotel, I'll be glad to give it up. And I said, okay, let me give you my sister's, Venmo, because both my sister and my best friend have Venmo. I don't. So when I was telling my sister, she said, here, give her mine. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking she's going to pay for half of hers, like she said. And what I thought. But when I actually read our Snap messages again, because it was playing in my head, I realized I read it wrong. She wasn't going to pay for half of her payment of the hotel. She was going to make me pay for the whole thing. And it'll be a free ride for her. So when I read it the right way, I said, oh, hell no. Even my parents, more like my dad, he warned me about her. He said, I don't think she's going to pay for her half of the hotel. And he was like, yeah, I don't think you should go with her. You're going to get disappointed. And I told my dad, I said, no, I think she is. I said, I have faith in her. I want to put faith in this trip. But I didn't think she was going to let me down, which she did. Like, she really let me down. Like, I'm not kidding you, man. I put faith in her and the trip. That's why I vouched for her in front of my dad. And then, I want to top it off, because there's parts of the story that, oh my God. So when I went to ask her for her side of the money the next day, she literally was like, yeah, I'm working out, doing some cardio. When I'm done, I will give you my half of the money. The next day, the crazy thing was my sister sent me a text message and said, hey, if your friend doesn't pay for half of hers, I'm willing to go with you. I said, okay. But I wanted to vouch that my friend was going to pay for half, so I told my sister, I'll ask her for her half today and everything will be all good. But when I asked her, she said, hey, I'm busy doing some workout. Hey, I'll do it when I'm done working out. I believed her and thought she would. But then I realized, wait a minute, something doesn't seem right. Because she said that she's working out, and by the time she's done around 8:10, she'll send me her half of the money, but it was past 8:10, so I was confused. Was she talking about morning or afternoon or evening? Like, was she talking about morning, 8:10, or p.m.? So that's when I said, I don't think she's going to send her money. I just decided to go with my sister. And then I told my sister that I was going to go with her. And then my friend called me on Snapchat FaceTime. So we're FaceTiming, and she then tells me she's going to Knoxville for a body competition. Do I want to come with her? She had planned a trip in the midst of us planning our trip. So I was so mad because if you're planning a trip and you weren't going to tell me at all, just imagine if she didn't tell me. I would have sat in that hotel by myself in Brentwood, by myself. I said, yeah, I'm not doing nothing with her. I didn't tell her on FaceTime because I didn't know how to tell her that my sister was coming. So I told her in the message, in the chat message on Snapchat that my sister is coming on this trip. And her reaction was plain awful, literally. She said, well, then we don't have to go to Knoxville. We can go somewhere else. And I said, wait a minute. I told her, I said, honey, we're not changing the plans. I said, why don't we have to go to Knoxville? My sister coming should not change anything. I invited her, and she's allowed to come. If my friend didn't like that, she doesn't have to be there. I was like, that's rude, just to uninvite my sister. So I tried to get my sister to come to Knoxville with us, but she didn't want to do it. Then she said, hey, let's do our own thing. So I told my friend. She didn't catch my drift when I said that. So then we go back and forth, and I said, okay, listen. Since you already are going to Knoxville, do you want to hang out Friday? Because we can do something Friday, all three of us. My friend was like, no, because I don't want to do too much driving around. And I get it. You know, gas prices are high. That's when I said, listen, well, then me and my sister are going to do our own thing. And she was like, not understanding what I was saying. So then she said, listen, be honest with me. Am I not invited on this trip? Because I have a feeling that's what is going on. I said, yeah, it's me and my sister. We're going to do our own thing. I'm sorry. Again, I would have liked my friend to come, but she was so rude, and everything about this trip was making me uncomfortable not to go with her. Plus, the planning trip was just obnoxious. It was like, make me throw up. I was like stressing out because my friend wasn't helping. She just wasn't helping. And that's the fucked up part. My sister was doing all the work. It was just not even fair. She showed us, like literally showed videos of hotels that she just like videotaped, but didn't show us any prices of the hotels and didn't show us like the hotels, the names and all, just like pictures of hotels. I said, how's that gonna help us? I didn't see how that was gonna help. I'm like, you're showing pictures of hotels. What's the name? What's the price? Like, sis wasn't doing anything. It wasn't really, it was frustrating. But long story short, me and my sister are going to Williamsburg, Virginia. We were going to go to New York because that's what I wanted to do, because she asked if I wanted to go to a beach trip. And I said no, because I love the beach, but not for my birthday. So then she said, well, do you want to go to New York? And I said, yes, let's do that. We got family out there. So we were going to, my sister wanted to do this thing where we celebrate all the Gemini birthdays, the June birthdays, me and my cousins, because my cousin's birthday is June 14th and his kid's birthday are also in June. And I said, I really didn't want to because, trust me, great idea, but it's my birthday and I would rather spend it with just my sister, let's be honest, because it's a birthday trip. I didn't come out to see family. I just came to have a good time in New York. But my sister was like, it's just family, you know, what's the big deal? And I'm like, nothing is the big deal about it. It's just that I didn't come out to spend time with family. So I was talking to my dad, and he was like, that's a good idea. He was like, what's wrong with that? And I said, well, I wanted to spend some, you know, birthday trip with me and my sister without my family because it's my birthday. And I'm not trying to be rude, but I didn't have plans to spend time with my family. So yeah, we're not going to New York anymore because I just didn't want to go to New York. I like changed my mind about New York the second we had not bought a hotel and my sister was in a conference in somewhere, because she told me she was gonna look for a hotel and book it at the end of May. But then I just was like, I don't want to do it no more. I don't want to go to New York because my sister wasn't finding a hotel. Every time I call her, she won't answer. Every time I text her, she won't answer. And it frustrated me. And personally, it was making me not want to take a trip with her. Yeah, it was making me not want to take a trip with her. I was like, I don't want to go on any trips. My sister was taking too long to look for a hotel. I get stressed when it comes to planning for a trip. You guys, I can't. Planning for a trip makes me stressed. Well, you guys, I'm gonna actually put my makeup on and then I'm gonna come back when I'm done. Peace out.